What's going on YouTube? So today I am going to change the oil in the Titan, and I've had Mobil 1 annual protection in it for almost a year now. I didn't drive it 25,000 miles, but it says 25,000 or a year, so we're going to change that today and see how it looks. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is check the oil and see how much I used, if any. Hopefully it's none. And it used a little bit, but not too much, and it's still fairly clean looking. It's not too bad. The next thing you have to do is take this cover here off, and that's pretty simple. It's just 4 bolts, one here, one there, and 2 back here. And you also have to take out these 2, which one of mine is broken. That one right there. Now that that's removed, it gives you access to the oil filter, which is right there. And the next thing you have to do is remove the drain plug, which is right there. Now that that's draining, you can work on taking the filter out. Really let that drain for a while, then we'll look at the filter and see how bad it looks inside of it. Alright, so looking at the filter, I mean, nothing really looks too bad. It just looks like normal oil. But if you've ever watched any of my other videos, you know that I don't take it easy on my truck too much. It gets used pretty hard. And I haven't had any issues with this oil. I mean, it barely used any from a year ago. Haven't developed any new issues or anything. I'd definitely recommend it. I just put it in my 2013 Nissan Altima that has 80,000 miles on it. So we'll see how it does in that too. I'm gonna dump some more in the truck, change the filter, and call it a day. I guess I could keep going with this how-to kind of thing. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab a new filter and put a little bit of oil around the seal so it seals better, and screw it back on. And then you want to put your drain plug back in. Alright, now that you got the drain plug back in, come up to the top and grab a funnel, open up the oil cap right here, and start dumping oil in. So I know that my truck takes 7 quarts of oil, but if it took like 4.5 or something, you'd have to, you know, keep checking your dipstick as you're pouring to make sure you don't overfill it. So before I put any of the drain plug, the oil filter, or the oil cap back on, I always like to clean up around it. I didn't video doing the drain plug or the oil filter, but I just wanted to mention that. It's always good to clean up around it before you put it back on. That way you know there's no dirt or anything getting down in there. Alright, so we're all done with that. The next thing you want to do is you're going to check your oil. It might read a little low just because all the oil is not down there yet. And then I left the skid pan off because once I check the oil, I'm going to start the truck, let it run for a while and check for any leaks before I put everything back together. I always wipe it off the first time because it might not be right. And the second time, check it, and as you can see, it's right where it needs to be. 7 quarts in a Nissan Titan. Alright, so now I'm just going to start the truck and check for any leaks. I'm going to let it run for a while. While it's running and warming up, I'm just going to drain the old oil back into the oil jugs from the new oil. Alright, so I'm not seeing any leaks. The truck's warmed up. Everything looks good. Now I'm just going to clean up, put the tools away, and then I'm going to continue installing the race lane coilovers on my Focus. I just have the rear to do, so I don't know how much of that I'm going to video because I have both my kids here and they're both kind of running amok right now. So I might just post a video of what it looks like when it's done. I'm not entirely sure yet. I should mention that my truck has 150, heck, I don't even know. It has 153,000 miles on it. And I don't really drive it a whole lot, so this oil is definitely worth getting for something that you're not going to drive a lot. But that being said, I do drive it hard when I do drive it. So yeah, definitely worth it. It's expensive off the bat, but if you think about it, you know, if you're changing your oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, that'll get expensive throughout the year also. I also like to write the date and the mileage with a Sharpie on my windshield when the next time it's going to need changed. With this oil, it's 25,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first. So, I mean, 153,520, 178,520. Today is 9/30/18, so a year from now will be 9/30/19. And a lot of people don't really like writing on their windshield, but it wipes right off with Windex, so it's no big deal. And it's pretty out of the way. You're not going to really notice it too much. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this upload. If you guys like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment. If you like the content and you want to see more on my Titan, I have a 2000 Ford Focus that I'm building, and I also have a 2013 Nissan Altima. If you want to see more on that, subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a good day.